Hey everyone, happy Thursday. Okay, so I'm really excited to be jumping on here tonight. And hold on, my technical issue. Anyway, I'm excited to be jumping on tonight. I have been having so many questions about how do you create a flawless foundation look that looks natural but also stays on like all day. Anyway, so as you guys are jumping on, absolutely like say hi when you jump on. And when you see this, say hello. That way I know that you're here. And where are you tuning in from? So we're going to give it a couple of minutes here for a few more people to jump on. Absolutely like say hi. Okay. So I'm just making sure we're live in the right places. And where are you tuning in from? All right. So as we are getting ready to like jump on here, we're getting excited about our flawless foundation. And I don't know where you guys live, but I'm here in Florida and I know that it gets super warm. Right about now and it's like 200 degrees outside. So we want to make sure that our foundation stays on our face. Now, I don't know about you, but I feel like when this was prior to being in Mary Kay, when I was in college, I used to work in restaurants. And well, let's just say this, I would look in the mirror like halfway through my shift, and all of my makeup would just not even be on my face anymore. I don't even know where it went. Has this ever happened to you guys? I don't know. Well, anyway, so um anyway, that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. And how is your summer going? How is your week going? Let's be interactive, y'all. And I'm excited to be jumping more into the virtual world. And you want to know why? Because well, I am a busy mama of 3 young daughters. And sometimes I am the only one. So and the other thing that I find is I have a lot of friends that are also mamas of young people, like young kids. So, hey, Karen, so glad you jumped on today. So, that's why, and plus, okay, how many times I see like every day, at least one person, actually several, are posting online that they are looking for a way to work from home. So that is why I've decided to dive more into the virtual world, and just meeting people online is so awesome, so convenient. You never know who you're going to meet that you could create a connection with or a friendship with. So many of my friends now are people that I've met online. Isn't that so fun? So I love that. And go ahead and share my video, y'all, because what I'm going to start doing every single week is I'm going to start having giveaways, and I'm ramping this up to be mailing out some free samples every single week to prepare for the different topics that we're going to be teaching on. So, if you are on here, I want you to type in the chat, what is something that you would want to learn about skincare or makeup or both? Like, if you could know anything about either of them or any of them, what would you be wanting to know about? So, type it in the chat, because I am creating a calendar of events where you could get some free samples. And here's the other fun thing, if you're like, I love all the Mary Kay products and I want to get it for free, you can actually have your very own beauty experience. And it is so easy. It is fun. Doesn't cost you anything. You don't really have to do anything except invite your friends to a Facebook group, kind of like right on Facebook. And I will actually mail out some free samples to everybody. That's how much I love the product. And on whatever day, like, I go live and show everyone how to use everything. So it is super easy. And if you're on here and your consultant is not me, well, she's doing this too. So that would actually count for her. Okay. So let's just dive in. Okay, Karen, thank you for sharing that about very dry skin, because we're going to kind of talk about that tonight too. Like the different skin types and what is going to look best on your skin, because I hear a lot of different things about foundation. Like in the past, I've heard that, it settles into lines and creases. Um, Maybe it feels too heavy or wears off halfway through the day, which absolutely happened to me. Or maybe you're like, okay, I can never find my shade or it just doesn't look right. What do I do? All right. So first and foremost, we're going to jump in. Now, if there is a product that y'all just have to have, I want you to comment the word sold and whatever that is, because we are going to have a sold queen. So whoever has the most items sold by the end of the night, you're going to get an extra special prize for me because I just want to honor you and celebrate you. So for supporting me and supporting our team, if I'm not your consultant, like Karen, I know Christina's your beauty consultant. So you are supporting her tonight. Very exciting. All right. So when we're talking about flawless foundation. So first of all, it's going to start with a good skincare routine. And little fun fact about me. So prior to Mary Kay, I did work in healthcare. I've worked as a waitress, but I also, like over the course of time, became a professional makeup artist. And I love weddings and all the things. And one of the things that I always, coach my brides on is you want to have flawless, like if you want to look the best, if you got to get on a skincare routine, like start taking care of your skin. At the very least, cleansing and moisturizing every single day. And you're going to notice, and eye cream. I could keep adding things on, but if you're like, oh my gosh, I don't even wash my face every day. And maybe you're thinking, okay, Sherry, is that Sherry's your daughter? I'm guessing. Same last name, right? Okay. So anyway, what I was saying is that if you're thinking, okay, I don't even really wash my face, comment in the chat, just type the word glow. If you're like, you know what, I need a skincare routine just for me, something customized to my needs, then comment the word glow and I will get you a customized skincare routine and some recommendations. But that always comes first, skincare. Now we're going to dive in. Now, if I'm creating a flawless foundation that is going to last all day, it's not going to settle into your fine lines. It's not going to feel heavy. It's not going to wear off. It's going to stay looking flawless. All right. We already did our skincare. We did our cleanser, our moisturizer. Oh, Christina. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I was thinking Sherry Bailey because like the same last name. Okay. Thank you for telling me that. All right. So this is my first step that I'm going to do tonight. It is a foundation primer. So this is going to go on first. And all you need is like, I want to say like a pea-sized amount like that. And it is clear and it goes on and you're going to put it all over your face. So you're going to see like all the shininess in my skin just went away because it does help to control oils throughout the day. And it also fills in any lines or creases or pores or anything going on with your skin. So when you put on your foundation, it's going to go on nice and smooth and it's so much easier. Like it goes on a lot more evenly and you use less product. It's kind of like if you were to go paint your walls, right? I'm looking at my walls right now. Like there's some holes and things that would need to be filled in. So you would use a primer. And that when you put on a primer, and you paint it, it goes on nice, smoother. You don't need to use as much and it dries quicker. So that's what the primer does for your face. And there's a little bit of SPF 15. So I love that. Now, Mary Kay, we have this next product that I'm about to show you is for under the eyes. So if you are someone that maybe struggles with dark circles, then you're going to want this next product that I'm about to show you. It is called, I like to call it sleep in a tube. It's just a little nickname, but it's called the under eye corrector. And there's two different shades. So there's a light peach and there's a deep peach. So I'm going to use the light peach. Now, I will say when you get this, you want to kind of knead it and shake it up a little bit because there's vitamins in it that do sometimes separate. So I always like to tell people that because I've like this, people are like, Sarah, something's wrong with this. It's not good. Oh no, you got to just shake it up and work it in. because it does have vitamins in it that actually help to hydrate under the eye. And with this, you only need like a super tiny bit. So, what you're going to do is you're going to take this little bit. You always want to work with your ring finger too. And then you're going to like pat it in around your eyes. And you are going to just kind of get that in there. And this is going to erase your dark circles. So if you're wanting, see, I'm already looking brighter. And if you are wanting that flawless look, well, we want to get rid of those dark circles. We don't want to be looking tired. And I probably have some extra. Like my kids are out of school. Last night, my toddler came into my bed. It was 2:30. And I was like, no, you're not going to kick me in the face all night. So I had to take her to her own bed. There's this little mattress where I just sleep on the floor next to her. I'm trying to transition, to the toddler bed. That's going well, not. And then there was a thunderstorm, so my other one got scared. So, mama needs extra eye cream. So we put on that. Now let's talk about foundation. So there's a couple different foundations that Mary Kay has, and I'm going to show you both of them. So the first one I love is called CC Cream. So I'm going to actually do one side of CC Cream and then one side of the full coverage. That way you could see the difference. So CC Cream is more of a lighter finish. It's a lighter coverage. It's almost like a tinted moisturizer, but what it does is it's going to help to fill in like your pores. It helps with redness and it just kind of evens everything out. So I'm going to put some of this on just to show you. And there's a little bit of SPF. And as far as tools, like I used to just use my fingers, but what do you use on your face? So Mary Kay has, this is one I like to use. It's a liquid foundation brush. I'm going to use this. They have this is a blending brush, which obviously I need to clean mine. Well, I was using it earlier, no judgment, but it's a blending brush. So you kind of put it on. I'll use this one too, just to show you. And then we have, oh, here it is. My little spongy guy, which I used this earlier too, and I didn't clean it. But it is a sponge. And I am going to use this. Okay. I'm going to use this. Hey, Victoria. Hey, ladies that are on YouTube. Love that you're jumping on tonight. All right. So we're going to use all of our tools. First, I'm going to start with this one, though. It is the blending brush. And I'm going to do half of my face with the CC Cream. So what's really cool with CC Cream is there's only 5 shades. So it actually blends 2 shades up and 2 shades down. So you can kind of see how this is looking yellow at first. And if you try it on, you're like, Sarah, I need a refund. This is not my shade. Like, keep blending. Now I'm only doing half of my face because for other half, we're going to do our Time Wise foundation. All right. Now, if you're not sure what even shade to get, I have the very light. All right. So, okay, it did a little bit. I feel like I need some more for the rest of the half of my face. Let's make a line. This is my line. This is my line. And this is where we're putting the CC Cream. Now, sometimes I even mix it. So if you have a lot of redness in your skin, you could even put this on first. So CC stands for complexion corrector. So a lot of people either mix it or they put one on first and then they'll put the other full coverage. Okay. Now, in general, you want to make sure your foundation is matching. Oh, that was dramatic. I'm sorry. But like all through here, you want it to be matching like your chest area too. Not just your neck, but onto your chest. Like, are you one shade? That's what we're looking for. Okay. So I have on my CC Cream. I don't have anything on this side yet. CC Cream. So it kind of gives you like a flawless. So anyway, this is perfect for summer. There's also skincare benefits. Now, on the other side, I am going to show you our Time Wise foundation, our Time Wise 3D. So this one's a little bit different because it is a medium to a full coverage. So if you just start out with a little bit, you're going to get like a medium coverage foundation. It is anti-aging. It's very cushiony, so it doesn't settle in. It actually fills in lines and wrinkles and any type of imperfection. I love it. And there's about 36 shades. Now, I'm going to be doing a drawing tonight, y'all. And what I want you to do, there is an app. I don't know where my phone is, but there's an app. It is called the Skin Analyzer. If I had my phone, I would show you, but maybe I'll just post the link. It's called the Skin Analyzer app from Mary Kay. And well, that's one of them. I'm sorry. Skin Analyzer. But y'all, type on, if you go to my website, I'm going to see if I could type it right in the chat. But if you go to my website, you can click on the foundation finder tool and you can literally scan your face. It's AI. It's of the future, right? But you scan your face and it gives you recommendations on your shade. And if you, by the end of tonight, download or go on my website, you don't have to download an app. My bad on that. I was thinking of the other app that we have, which is also great. But go on the website, scan your face, and take a screenshot of your foundation shade. I tried out myself. It's pretty accurate. It is recommended, though, to be in a natural lighting source. All right. Well, let's just put this on, y'all. And by the way, if you're local and you want to set up a time where we could match you and find the perfect one, absolutely. Let's do that and type that in the chat, the word local, if you want to set up a foundation match. Okay. It could be online too. So we're going to put this on and I'm going to use now, we already used our blending brush. So now I'm going to use our liquid foundation brush. So I'm just going to put a little bit on there. Now I have already matched my shade so many times and I tried several before I found the one that matched me. So my shade is light 7. So we're going to put this on and I'm going to start like with this will probably come out as a full coverage. So we're going to put it on. We're going to see how it does compared to the CC cream. And I already know like I'm going to need more because I already used it all. Oh my goodness. Okay. So another thing I want to tell you about this foundation. So I am using the luminous one. So on the back, it is pink because that is luminous. And there's also a matte. All right. This is where we're at, right? I'm blending. So there's a matte and a luminous. Now I am putting on the luminous because my skin is a little bit more on the drier side. So I want to make sure that I am not like completely dried up with my foundation. So I like the dewy, glowy look, but if you have more oily skin or you prefer like more of like a matte, no shine whatsoever, then okay. So I'm already telling the difference. This is my CC cream and this is my full coverage or my medium coverage because now if I wanted to do a little bit extra, so I do have like some little spots, which technically you want to use a concealer, which I am going to show you that. So I put this on like a medium coverage, but if I wanted to put a little bit more on, I could take that up to a full coverage. And you see how those spots kind of disappeared. So you could be more like targeted in your full coverage spots areas as well. Because I know a lot of people have like darker spots on the skin. So your CC cream is not going to cover everything, but it's almost going to blur out imperfections. But your full coverage, that is going to give you more of that, again, full coverage. Like you're not going to see anything type of look, but you still get a little bit of shine. All right. Now, the next thing, wow, this is kind of crazy just to see the difference. The next thing I want to talk about is concealer. So concealer, I used to think like that goes on first, but no, it doesn't. Concealer is going to go on after you put whatever liquid foundation. Now, if you do a powder foundation, which I am going to show you the powder that Mary Kay has, you could do your concealer ahead of time. But where you put concealer is really anything that you want a little bit extra coverage. So for me, I like to do underneath my eyes, just to kind of brighten that eye area up a little bit. And then if I have like a blemish or anything else that I want to cover, I'm going to use my concealer. So usually I just do under my eyes because that seems to be my problem area. And I also, in between, I'm putting on some finishing spray when my face is still wet because I want to blend this. I'm not leaving it like this. So this finishing spray is going to lock in. Now I'm using Mary Kay's complexion sponge, which all of this you could get right on our website, or of course you could text your consultant if you're like, oh my gosh, I need this, whatever it is. All right, cool. CC cream. Okay, Liz, now you need, oh my gosh, I have these super cute pom-poms. Woo! Liz is sold on that CC cream. Yes. All right, so we're blending in the concealer. I like to put it on top of my eyes too. I'll tell you why. Because it will act as a primer. The concealer will act as a primer. All right, so I think we're doing good with our makeup so far. And if I needed to, like, all right, let's say I wanted to, like, seriously, wait, that's under eye corrector. Don't do that. That's not concealer. Oh my gosh. They look the same, but the color was like peachy. I'm like, wait, that's not my concealer. And you want to like, okay, like I have this freckle right here, right? That I don't want to see it. Makes me angry. Go ahead. I'm just kidding. It doesn't make me angry, but I'm just showing you an example of how awesome this concealer is. So bye-bye any type of circle, anything you want to cover, even with the CC cream, but I'm just leaving the CC cream here just so you guys could see the difference. All right. So the next thing I want to show you guys are setting powders. So we have two different types, and one of them is a translucent powder. Now this would be, I use this every single day. And let me show you what it looks like. So it is white, right? It looks white, but when you put it on, let me get a brush so I can show you this brush. It is a fluffy powder brush. And yes, these are all Mary Kay brushes. I want to tell you something too, that Mary Kay's products are satisfaction guaranteed. So if you get something and you're not super excited about it, you can exchange it for something else. So you're not going to get stuck with anything that you don't like. All right, so we're going to take some of this powder and I'm going to use it on my CC cream side. Okay, so again, this is for any skin tone. And what else is cool about it is that it doesn't settle in to any lines or creases. Neither of our powder does, by the way. And I also love to take this powder and put it under my eyes just a little bit. And that's going to set my concealer and it prevents creasing. And then when I do go ahead and put on my eyeshadow, hey, Latressa, when I go ahead and put on my eyeshadow, if any falls, I could just like, boop, swipe it off. All right, so I might as well do this side too, since we're like doing it up with the full coverage side. All right, so the next thing I want to show you is our Silky Setting Powder. But the thing about the translucent, again, I actually heard we had a skincare class on Monday night in person, and one of the guests was talking about the powder and that she heard that powders can settle into fine lines and wrinkles. Now, if you're shopping at the Dollar Tree, I can't guarantee what you're going to get, but I do know that Mary Kay's powders are designed to not have that happen, and they actually blend into, like they diffuse the look of imperfections. So translucent powder, it's also going to control your oils throughout the day. So when you put this on, this is what I'm showing you. When you're putting it on, it is staying on. It is not coming off. All right. So the next powder I'm showing you is the Silky Setting Powder. So this one, it does have a tint to it. So I don't even know what shade this is, but light ivory. So it's like the lightest ivory. We'll see, because I did actually go in the sun, so I might be a little bit darker, but we'll see. All right, so we're going to use a little bit of this. I'm going to tap some off. and we're going to use it on my side with the full coverage. So again, same concept, like it's going to help to set your makeup, and it controls oil throughout the day. And I feel like this powder, it just gives you like a silky, flawless look. All right. So this is my CC cream, my translucent powder. You could still see my face, but it's more of like evened out. And then this would be my full coverage side. Which obviously I have a little blemish there that I didn't really do a whole lot with, so don't even mind that, but I could if I wanted to do extra to it just to kind of hide it a little bit more. All right. So, can you tell a difference so far? In this side and then this side. I'm excited. Oh my goodness. Our Mary Kay team, we are going to Texas in like less than a month. Oh my gosh, for their biggest event of the year. It's called Seminar. So me putting on this powder makes me think about getting ready for our awards night, because that's when I'm going to do full glam. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited for our awards night. Victoria, Latressa. Anyway, all right, so we did our flawless look. Now, of course, like I'm going to add at the very end of my whole makeup look, I'm going to add this finishing spray. And if I wanted to keep going, of course, I would add like my contour, my blush, my eyeshadow, and all of that fun stuff. But today, I really just wanted to show you what the difference was and show you how to create that flawless foundation look. So I want you guys to tell me, like, which side would you pick if you were doing your own makeup? Like the CC cream. And so I'll show you what I did really quick, just to kind of recap of the hair, like right there. It's tickling me. Anyway, so we did our foundation primer. That was number one. And then I put on the under eye corrector. And if there's a product, y'all, that you just have to have, type the word sold in the chat. Because whoever has the most items sold tonight, like whoever takes the most home with them, you're going to get an extra gift from me. Put in your order. So don't miss out. Anyway, so you have primer, under eye corrector, sleep in a tube. That is what is going to get rid of your dark circles. And then we did on this side of my face, I showed you the CC cream, which is more of a natural finish. And like you could still see my freckles, you could still see my skin, but it's evened out, right? So this would be perfect for like just an everyday go out and about, right? And then on the other side, I did our Luminous 3D foundation. Now this is a medium to a full coverage, okay? So if I was going for that full coverage look, or medium to full coverage, I'd be putting this on. And I could even do more. I did a medium on this side. All right. And then after we did this, I also put on the multi-benefit concealer, which also helps to moisturize, and it is anti-aging. So all of our products are anti-aging that I'm showing you. So this would be, I did put this under my eyes just to brighten a little bit, but this would be like wherever you would want to cover something a little bit extra. And you would always put concealer on top of your wet foundation, never underneath, because you're just going to wipe it off when you put on your foundation, always over top. And then as far as my finishing powders go, on this side, I used the translucent powder. I also used it to set underneath my eyes. And on the other side, I did our silky setting powder, which is almost like the Bare Minerals. Okay. And then just to overview my tools that I did, right? So for the foundation, for applying the foundation, you could use, like I use the liquid foundation brush, which is my go-to. If you want a little more full coverage looking, you'd want to get this blending brush. And an even extra full coverage would be your complexion sponge, which you could turn to this side and apply. You could apply with this other flat side. And then there's also like that pointed, which I use for the concealer. And then, of course, we have our powder brush. And then at the end, again, once I'm done with my blush, my eyes, which I'm not going to do that right now, but once I'm done with everything, I'm going to give it a last spritz. I already did one. After like to set my wet products, I did one couple squirts of the finishing spray. But then once we're all done with everything, got to have the finishing spray again, because that's what's going to lock it in there. Now, type in the chat, y'all, what was something that you learned tonight that you were like, oh my gosh, that was amazing? Or what was your favorite thing about tonight that you learned about so far? So type it in the chat. And of course, if you guys have questions, I would love for you to ask me some questions. Okay. So type in the chat what kind of questions you guys have. But I'm going to share with you a couple of fun things that we're doing and just some ways that you can earn extra free product. And as I'm sitting here staring at myself, I'm freaking myself out because I don't have any other color on my face. So let me at least put some blush on, and then I will feel so much better about myself. And what do I have here? I brought out some new products. Ooh, these are the 2 blushes that I use. So much fun when I get to open my own. Because look, we have this palette. It's called the Pro palette. You see my blush? Like everything needs to be replaced. So when it's time for me to replace it, you literally like pop it out. So I'm taking out this one. This is so satisfying. And this one. And I need a new contour. And I'm going to replace them. So put it right there. So they're all magnetic. Isn't that fun? Oh my goodness. I'm having so much fun. New makeup day is always fun. All right. And I'm going to take this off. This is called Rogue Rose. And I'm going to put that one on. So little, like I go back and forth. I like both. But I'm just going to do this Wineberry right now. Is that Wineberry? Or did I mix them up? I don't even know. We're going to do Wineberry just like a little bit, because I feel like I could not just not have blush on. Anyway, so type in the chat, what was your favorite product that we tried tonight? And if you're thinking, oh, I would love to be earning some free product, well, we are doing something fun. This will also help your beauty consultant. It's called a virtual beauty experience. Now, of course, you could do it in person if you wanted to, if you're local, or it could be online. And it is so easy. So we would create a group. You literally don't have to do anything except invite people to the group. And we mail out sample packs for free. And then on whatever day we pick, go live in the group sharing how to use everything. And you get free products just for doing that. And it is so much fun. It's so much fun just time to connect with each other, have fun, do a little pampering, and earn a ton of free products. So if that is you, like type the word free in the chat, and I'm gonna reach out to you anyway after this and get your feedback. But type the word free in the chat if you're like, yes, I want to earn free products. I want to help my consultant. Like, let's go. Let's do this. And the other thing I want to share, and I want you guys to ask me questions because I know I shared in the beginning a little bit about like teaching women how to work from home and make a great income working from home. So I've been with Mary Kay for 13 years. And I know I shared with you that I used to work in healthcare prior to Mary Kay. And that's what I was doing at the time. And I was also in college full time, and I simply was just not making enough money. And when I heard about Mary Kay and met some amazing people that were so successful, they had free cars, making a 6-figure income, and just having so much fun, I was like, sign me up, because I was getting married and I wanted to have like the wedding of my dreams that was already in my Pinterest boards. Anyway. So that's kind of why I joined Mary Kay. I did not know anything about makeup or skincare, and I never like sold anything in my life. But I will say this, like Mary Kay, you don't have to be a salesperson. It's more about sharing things that you love. And we do that all the time anyway. I mean, I always share with people my favorite restaurant, my favorite coffee place, my favorite earrings, which I did get as a gift from one of my Mary Kay friends. So, hey, Christy, hope you're doing awesome. So anyway, so going back to where I was at. So yeah, I was like, sign me up for Mary Kay. I want to make some extra money. And fast forward to now, so much has changed. I haven't worked another job in 12 years. So I ended up getting laid off, which is so crazy, of my healthcare job. But God always has plans that we don't always understand at the time. So, and now, of course, I have 3 daughters. And, type in the chat if you are a mama and how many kids do you have. So my kids are little, 10, no, 11 now. Oh my gosh. And then let me show you. Aria is 11. And then Arabella, she's 6. And then Alana, she is 3. And as a mom, I just love, we want to be there for our kids. So I love that through my Mary Kay business, I've been able to make those choices to, own my time rather than my time owning me. And, having to clock in and out every day is something that I just don't need to do. And I love teaching women how to work from home and make a great income, have fun. I mean, there's so many other perks, like this one of the diamond rings that I earned for Mary Kay. And a lot of people on our team, they just want extra money to get their nails done in fun colors like me. So diamonds, you can earn cars. I want to show you this picture here. I keep this on my desk. This is one of my daughters in front of our pink Cadillac that we earned, which you're living a dream life, okay? And something that always motivated me to just want to do better even before I had kids was just thinking about a life that I never got to live growing up. And I really wanted those things. And I always thought, if I ever have kids, that things are going to be different. And dreams of traveling the world, which they just announced the top trip this year that you can earn is to Rome, Italy. What? I want to go there just for the food. I mean, other things too, but food definitely. We are also earning a cruise right now. So there's gonna be a whole lot of trips happening up in here. But type that in the chat. Do you love to travel? And where is like your dream destination? So anyway, I can go on and on about how amazing being part of this company is. And I will say this too. It is only $35. And if you're like, Sarah, I don't know about all that, but I would love some extra money and I would love a discount. It is so easy. You start Mary Kay, $35. They give you a link. It's like an affiliate link that you can share. And when someone orders from you, Mary Kay ships it out. They do everything. You don't have to do anything. And then they deposit the money in your bank account. Hello. Like, that is something very exciting. Direct deposit. Cha-ching. Like when someone pays you on Venmo, cha-ching. It's a happy noise for me. Anyway, so that's kind of how it goes. And then we also get an amazing discount. We get 50% off our own products, and I'm my own best customer. So yes, all these are mine. So ladies, if you are like, you know what, sign me up. I will give you personally a $35 Mary Kay shopping spree. And hey, it evens itself out. So if you try it and you're like, I don't want to do this, that's fine. At least it evens out. If you decide to sign up tonight. So ladies, and type that in the chat. Be like, yes, I would love to try this out because it looks like fun and I want a discount. Extra money couldn't hurt either. So anyway, and if you want more info or have questions, we could definitely have a conversation later. Ladies, well, thank you for being on. God bless you. We will see you next week. And type in the chat whatever kind of makeup or skincare related topics you want to learn more about. All right. Bye, ladies. Have a blessed night.